Welcome to Week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Oh, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week number 1.
The ball is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 7th-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bills first down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Connects with Cook. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. First throw for the backup now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 42. Caught, nice gain left side. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
Option give here. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
On 2nd and 9. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And they take this in for the score. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys double their lead to 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills are headed out, and we're going to see Ray Davis. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Trubisky to throw. By a man, and now he's in the clear.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So we've reached the half of this preseason opener. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before Week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Kate Scott.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead.
It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock
Starting
Hewer.
from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He throws a bullet. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trubisky now to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's going to be second down. To the air with Trubisky. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And some crafty work on the return gets him all the way down inside the red zone. Thought he had a shot at the end zone there. The return goes for 38 yards. And not a lot of work left for the offense as they take over inside the 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in, touchdown. These guys were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys grow their lead yet again. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Has it at the 37. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the fourth. On first down, they'll run. And he'll get it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 4 yards there, but just can't get him in. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll run for this. Off to the races, middle of the field. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. These guys keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys continue piling on to this lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trubisky looking to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They're going play action. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at at their own 20-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. These guys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. What a game for our winners as we say so long from Buffalo.